both either can do if you have enough capacity, but if you are having overload situation, okay, that two operations cannot start on the same date, then system will try to either manage the first plan order in the backward date or forward date, okay, or the second order in the other dates after my first order is finished, right? That is called dispatching. That system will do automatically, which we will see today. So what is the sequence of that? Okay, sort the order on the latest start date. So whatever is my latest start date, the system will try to dispatch the operations on those days. Okay, and once one is finished, the second will start. That's exactly what we do in the real time also. We cannot start parallelly. We can only if we have enough capacities, enough production lines to do. Okay, so this is what we do in the strategy profile. Now we have gone to the overall profile, and here we have standard, not this. So this is what I have standard. Okay, if you open this, if you notice this particular strategy profile, it is doing only check. Okay, what I showed you in my custom is doing the leveling also. Okay, if I use this particular overall profile in my availability check in the order control, which I showed you in the very first screen, then what will happen? It will not do any leveling. It will only do a check for me. But if I try to settle the orders, if I want to dispatch the orders according to the finite scheduling, it will not happen. That's why I have gone and created one custom overall profile which has a different strategy profile. So if you notice, I am trying to do the strategy profile finite scheduling here. The rest of the things are same. Okay, here I have the check that it will check the capacity in the selection control time, again check. Okay, I'm checking for 1.5 months only, and then period is like weekly split. If I want to do the scheduling, it will be of a weekly split, or it will show me in the weekly what I can also change in the days or the year format. Okay, so these all configurations which you are going to do one by one goes into your overall profile, and this is your trigger point. Okay, now if I go to the data MD04, I need to clear some data, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So here I have given two demands in the system. Either you can do one by one, or you can give in the one shot. So here, if I go open it, it is in the past, I need to change it. So on the month, okay, it has been entered on the day. Okay, that's why you see month and you see month here, but these are the days. Okay, so we'll change this first. Delete. Gone. So why we are entering on the day? Because we can do the overload situation. So this is current date. Here I can enter 200 quantities. Okay. So first let me show you with 200. So strategy BSF is already used because I have some quantity available. I can remove the stock, but I wanted to leave it and just go with strategy 11. Okay. Now my evaluation transaction is CM01. Okay. Under the work center Maruti, because you have assigned Maruti to my operation 1 and 3, and then you also have Maruti 2 under the operation number 20. Okay. So here you can click and you can see this is the available capacity for me, and this is showing weekly wise. Okay. If I go to general, here I can put it in the day format. So it will show me every day how much capacity I have. I can work on 8 hours. Okay, this is in hours. So on 13th, I can work 8 hours. On 14th, I can work 8 hours. So if I have created a situation which is an overload situation, I can see requirement and capacity overload here once my MRP is run. So right now there is no plan orders. Whenever there is a plan order, it will then trigger your capacity requirement in CM01 screen. So I'm running on the classical MRP. Okay.
Available capacity taken from the work center capacity, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
So here I have planning mode adapt, that is fine. Anything which is in the lower level, I want to delete them. And I want to do a lead time scheduling. If you don't do a lead time scheduling, if you do a basic scheduling here, it will not do capacity. So go with always lead time scheduling and capacity planning if you want your plan orders to consider the capacity. So once this is done, I should see some overload, or maybe not an overload, but cut to cut situation. See, here I can see my requirement is 8. Okay. My requirement is 8 and I am having the available capacity in that particular week. 17 and 18 is blank because I am using factory calendar there, which is Saturday and Sunday off. So this is Saturday and this is Sunday, 17 and 18. That's why there is no capacity. If you make a factory calendar that is working on 24/7, okay, even Saturday and Sunday is working day, then here also you will get capacity.
So it is showing every day. So that means every day we have available capacity of 8 hours.
Except for Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, up to what date it shown?
So from 12th to 16th. Okay, see the dates. So I entered on 12th. Okay, I entered on actually 13th, but it is showing me that on 12th also you have 8. Okay, and you can work till 15th, sorry, 16th on Friday. So here you can see 8. But
Downside also 8 hours is shown.
What?
Downside means suppose day start from the 12 and 4/10 also showing the 8. That means we have available capacity for 2022.
1, 2, 3, 4. Only 5 days in a week.
Yeah, I understood that span which that taken span I'm telling from year span they take span day span I'm telling.
This.
This.
So see, you have given 200 cars. So those 200 cars, if I start from today, how many days will I take to finish it? Okay, system is giving you that. So you will have to continue your production till it ends.
Okay.
Here it ends. If you see again, it is 0. So till 11th month, you need to do production so that it can complete your 200 cars.
Okay.
You cannot finish it in one day, right?
Yeah.
You don't. You have 8 hours only one day. Okay, so this is what we see in the capacity planning overview screen. Okay, if you double click on this, here it will give you the requirement. Okay, 1732. If I refresh, 1732 is my plan order number. So this is holding the requirement on every day, which is of 200 quantities, but you can work on 8 hours only. All right, now if I want to convert this plan order to a production order, though I have like enough capacity, it will not give me any issues. Missing part is fine. Okay. So it will give me capacity available at all work centers. All right, because I don't have an overload situation here. I can release, missing part is fine, and I can save it. Refresh, it becomes my production order now. If I refresh, there will be no change because still I need to do the production. Okay, but my pegged requirement now gets updated from plan order to a production order. Okay, any day you check where there is a load, it will be of a production order. Now we'll upload one more demand. Okay, so say after 2 days there is another demand from another customer. Like this is not an MTO scenario, but we are just considering it. Refresh, you get one another demand of 100 quantity. Now you run MRP once again. You get one more plan order. Okay, 1736. Now everything is red. That means system is showing you that capacity load is 200% now, and your remaining quantity is -8. That means it requires more 8 quantity. Now if you increase your labor or machine in the work center from individual capacity 1 to 2, it will try to achieve it because there are now 2 machines who can work on that particular work center, right? There are 2 individuals who can work on those work centers if it is of a labor type. Then system will again cut down the overload. But if you're doing it with one individual capacity, either by machine or labor, then you need to do some leveling of this, right? System does not understand how to do it, and system will not stop you also. If I go right now and convert this production order, do the confirmations, system will not stop me. That's the I would say challenge with SAP PP or even with PPDS. PPDS is coming because they want to do the leveling, right? That's why whenever there is a demand, PPDS will run the heuristics and give you the plan orders, which will be automatically leveled. It will not give you the overload situation. If you try to configure PPDS correctly and use the correct heuristics, it will give you the correct data only, that will not overlap. Okay, plan orders can be created in PPDS. Execution will happen in PP. So how to do the leveling of this? Now if I try to first of all convert this plan order to a production order. See, capacity are overloaded. Okay, my work centers are overloaded. This is the warning you get. And if you go to finite scheduling, here you can see the system is giving you a new start date which is not correct because my shifts are not available. The system is not able to plan the shifts by itself. Okay, to do this leveling also, which we do it manually in CM21 screen, it should have capability of having shifts. Okay, so even if I say adopt, system is saying that new start date, but this is, I know it is not correct. Okay, if I say confirm all, it will allow me to create, but again if I create on capacity, again it will give me the overload situation. So I just say cancel and say save. Okay, or release also, you can save after that. And look at the operations. Okay, status is rel only, there is no dspt. That means I have not dispatched or I have not leveled any operation right now. If I go with without capacity, it will be only released. Even for this, it will be only released. Okay, it is PRT man, that means it is printed but and it is released, not dispatched. Now refresh this production order. Earlier we had 9 and now it becomes 10. Capacity load will be still there. If I double click, now I get two production orders, 9 and 10, okay, of 200 and 100 quantity each. Now what I need to do is I need to do some leveling on this. So I'll go to CM21 transaction. Work center, either I can give both or I can do one by one. So I'll go with Maruti 1 first. Okay, so this is where I get two production orders and this is one work center. All right, here if you have two different work centers also of machine type which you can utilize, right? Maybe in your shop floor or if in your factory you can have two different machines. For that, two different work centers are there. Okay, you cannot create machine category two times, you can create only one time, so you will have to create two work centers. So either you can shift the load to the second machine if you have two machines, okay, or you can do either one load. But if you are saying, Harsh, you just mentioned that you can increase the individual capacity of the machine. Yes, if that is the case, the overload situation will not come, correct? If you're already increasing the machine into two, which you have where you give the values that you can work for 8 hours or 10 hours, there you have individual capacities. If you increase two, this overload situation would not come in first place. So don't confuse, there are different approaches. Okay, now if I want to first of all see on the day wise, I can go to
First,
daily split.
the in splits is divided machine into two, and work center also two. No, means suppose Maruti 1, Maruti 2 is different work center, but splits also
Hmm,
same. No,
no, split is something else. Split is splitting of the operations.
one particular operation.
So where did you see split? If I go to 0010, I double click on that and then I can say split. So base quantity of that operation becomes 100 quantity. Okay, so every operation you finish. So say you finish installing the tires and engine. So what you are doing on those 200 cars, after you have installed the tires and engine, then you will go with painting and installing sunroof only. So the output of the first operation becomes the input of your second operation. So if you have done only for 100 cars, then you can do the second step on 100 cars only, right? You cannot do on the other cars because you are still left to do the first operation. So what operation means is I need to finish one operation, then go to second operation, then third operation, correct? If you
Correct.
manufacture 100 quantities, then only on those 100 quantities you can do second operation, and then on that 100 quantities you can do third operation,
Correct.
right? So if I'm saying splitting, I need to maintain in the operation only. That means my machine is not capable of giving me 100 quantities in one shot, I need to do twice. Okay,
Oh,
then I can do 50 quantity in one split, 50 quantity in second slip. I'll give it to the second operation guy, and if he is labor type, right, I have done machine, Maruti 1 is my machine, Maruti 2 is my labor. then I will give it to the labor to install sunroof or do whatever activity labor has to do in the second operation. Maybe he is not splitting. I don't need split in that. So I will not maintain split.
Okay.
Now
Yeah,
I have
sure. Just
hmm,
one second. It's like in the work center, if you are giving number of capacities two, that
hmm,
means the same machine is available. The same machine or the assembly line having two assembly or two machine. Is that meaning like that or?
correct. So your
Okay.
capacity increases. So if
Okay.
you go to, maybe you can try, I'm just showing you 002. Okay, Maruti 1. If I go to capacities, double click here, go inside, and I say this is two machines now. What
Okay.
happens? Capacity increases. So what I need in CM01 screen, I need 16 hours only. Okay, I need 16 hours only. So if
Yes.
I increase here, my capacity will be gone here. My overload situation will be automatically gone.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Fine.
So I'm seeing that it is only 8 hours. That's why system is giving me that you need more 8 hours of capacity to achieve your goal on that
Okay, fine,
particular.
understood. Actually, that was the question came in my mind. So, if I have the same capacity machines, three machines I have, so how can I split this like that? I thought of I had a question, but I got the answer. Fine. Yeah,
Mm.
Okay.
thank you.
Now, say for example, I have only one machine and now I want to do the leveling. Okay. Here you can see order number 9 and 10, they both are starting here. That's why they are red. Okay. We need to go in the order also so that you can understand. We'll do with 9 first. Okay. So here I have start date and end date. And here also I have start date and end date. So if I am doing the labeling, okay, this for the first order may remain same if it is not moving, but for second order it will change. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So how do you do it? First select here and then first select here. So this is, I'm selecting 9 and 9 both, because here it is the order start date, and if I scroll towards my right hand side, this is my finish date. Okay, I want to achieve both of them in one shot, then I'll do that. Okay, and then I click on dispatch. So once I click on dispatch, the strategy will be picked up from here. Okay, and this is what I have used. These are the screens which I have used. Then select and click on dispatch. So automatically, based upon my strategy, it has dispatched the operations for me. Okay, and once I go and say save, this will go and update in my orders. Okay, and this is planning result is saved. This was 8:11 and 12:09. Let us go and refresh and see if something changed. 8:11, 12:09. It has not changed because this is my first operation. Here you can see it is dispatched. Okay. So once this is dispatched, this operation 2 is from Maruti 2, which needs to be done manually. Okay, we'll go to CM21 screen again. Now this order is available. Let us open that. This should definitely change. So 10, 10, 12, 9. Okay. If I go here, it would place the order somewhere after my finishing the first order. automatically. Ten, 10, 12, 9. It changed. Okay. So it was 10, 10, 12, 9. Now it has moved to 6, 12. That means it has moved completely after the first order finishes, and then you can start with one capacity. Here you go to the operations. You can see this is now starting at 7:11 and this is starting at 12:11, 28:11. Okay. We'll open the other order also. One more screen. Okay. This is 12:09. This is 7:11. Okay. This is finishing on 14. Here you see. Okay. The second operation is finishing on 7:11. And then this is starting on 7:11. And after 1 p.m. it would finish at 1 p.m. and then it would start at 1 p.m. after that next order. So it cannot start until unless you have finished the operation which is under Maruti 1. Okay, so this is easily you can identify that how the order has been dispatched.
CM21 screen, how we can look out?
CM21 screen, what?
How we can look out means the dispatch operation we have done, correct? Can you open this? In upper side, we are seeing the red, and how it is showing week wise. So daily we can also see. Okay.
Here you can see it started from 12. Okay. And then it would finish and then again it will start. And on the top you can see week. So this color coding, right? This color coding can be also done in PP, but it is very tricky. It is not as simple as PPDS. In PPDS, you can do a lot of color coding, which will tell you that if this color code is either a load or this color coding does not change, like it did not actually dispatch. So you can easily identify through the color coding in PPDS, which is very, I would say, challenging in PP. Even we had this